Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to talk about how to use binomial theorem to figure out n in here. So in the expansion of 4x plus 1 all together to the power of n, the coefficient of the term x squared is 1248. Find the value of n. So the coefficient of x squared is 1248. So the term itself is 1248 times x squared, yeah? Here are the two equations that we'll be dealing with. So the key in here is to map 4x plus 1 to a plus b. So a, as you can see, is 4x and b is 1. Yeah? So plugging into equation 2, yes, this is what we got. 1 is b and a is 4x. Yes? And then we just need to expand the expression on the right hand side. Yes? So this is what we got. 1248 times x squared will be on the left hand side. It replaces t sub r plus 1. And on the right hand side, n choose r becomes n factorial divided by r factorial times n minus r altogether factorial, right? And then 4x altogether to the n minus r, yes, please remember the brackets, becomes 4 to the n minus r times x to the n minus r, yes? Now, as you can see, x squared, x to the n minus r. So you can rewrite n minus r equals 2, and then express n in terms of r, it would be n equals 2 plus r, yeah? So after taking care of the x squared, we can remove it and just focus on the coefficient, which is 1248 on the left hand side. And then on the right hand side, you're left with, because n minus r is 2, so we substitute n minus r all together factorial with 2, right? So, and then on the right hand side, you're left with n factorial divided by r factorial times 16 divided by 2, which is 8. And we can further simplify it by substituting n equals 2 plus r whenever we see n. So we have r plus 2 all together factorial divided by r factorial times 8 equals 1248, yes. And then divided both sides by 8, we get 156 equals r plus 2 factorial divided by r factorial. And then we can simplify r plus 2 factorial as this. R plus 2 times r plus 1 times r factorial. Yada yada yada. This is what we want to see. The r factorial gets cancelled and you're only left with r plus 2 times r plus 1, which is r squared plus 3r plus 2 equals 156. And then now it just becomes solving a quadratic equation. 0 equals r squared plus 3r minus 154. So r is 11 or negative 14, right? But then as you can see, n equals 2 plus r. R cannot be negative 14 because 2 minus 14 will give you negative 12. N cannot be a negative number, so it can only be positive. Therefore, 2 plus 11 equals 13. So n is 13, yes. And here, I've shown you how to apply binomial theorem to find the power in here. The key here is to map 4x plus 1 to a plus b, and then work out the simplification correctly, yeah? As you can see, r plus 2 all together factorial divided by r factorial times 8. And then you can simplify r plus 2 factorial. That's it. Please go back to rewatch the video if you have any questions. Thank you.